want to talk about how clear your opening was. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love the contrast between other forms of art. It put in perspective what photography was about, and I really appreciated that. Also, you have a voice that may, in fact, go down in history. We have those famous voices such as Morgan Freeman, who everyone seems to know the instant they hear that. You have a tremendous voice, and it's awesome to listen to your voice as well. Keep that work up.
Did you
You're,
agree?
you're extremely knowledgeable as well on the topic, and I could clearly tell that your knowledge was surging through, which I very much appreciate as well. Also, your conclusion was very, very strong. I very much enjoyed your conclusion. You pulled that back around to how relatable the topic of photography was. Now, of course, the conclusion is going to give me a basis for providing some areas of improvement that I think that you can work on here and challenge yourself with. So obviously we talked about the slides. You didn't put the slides up. You had forgot about that. I don't really think that was really too much of a problem though. I think one thing that I noticed was you had a list of slides you wanted to get through, and you were very intentional about getting every single slide on that. Of course, we didn't see the slides. However, I felt that was kind of rushed, and I would have really liked for us to take our time maybe on 1, 2, or 3 slides rather than all of your slides. That speaks to another point as well. I know you picked 5 items for us to think about when it comes to photography. I'm not quite sure if 5 would have been the best. Maybe pick 1 or 2 to really, really focus on and present that through several photographs within the slides. That way you can focus on less slides and really highlight exactly what you're talking about. And like I said, this is a very relatable topic. I really enjoyed how you pulled that back around at the end with the conclusion and kind of said, hey, this is why you guys should care. One of my things that my fiance tells me all the time is that I'm not very good at taking photographs of her on Instagram. And so when you kind of brought that down to a relatable method, I really very much appreciated that. And I think that could have been highlighted with your topics that you focused on. So to challenge yourself, I'm going to kind of recap what I said. Share the screen. It can be tough with Zoom. Be sure to slow down, maybe take a few breaths, and then also maybe not as many pictures, and kind of narrow down your list of pointers you want to talk about as well to make that a bit more clear for you. And then in addition to all this, I do want to take time and point out that I originally was supposed to evaluate Sarah, but you had stepped up to take the place of Sarah. I know that's not about the speech itself, but one of the lifeblood of Toastmasters is new members and also people willing to speak. And you stepped up right at the last second to speak for us. And that's a tremendous, tremendous quality. So I very much appreciate that, Leo. With that, that is my evaluation. Thank you. Good job.